Here we are in 1980, the second part of a new series I'm calling the Reimagined Hell series, in which I am making storm tracks far worse than they ever should be. The following rules for Reimagined Hell are: 1. If it exists in the real world, it is automatically named. That is unless it's a subtropical system before the year 2002. 2. Reimagined tracks are usually loosely based on the actual track, with the cocaine being infused to them every now and then, which basically means I make the track far worse than they ever should be. And number 3. Inactive portions of the season will of course have filler stories put in for your viewing experience, which basically means I want your watch time. So, 1980s list looks like this. It is sticking with the originals for now. However, we will continue using Greeks as the backup list, that is until it inevitably gets abolished, which, based on what we've been seeing, it probably won't take long. And after that, we will move on to a more modern list, with alphabetical order, unlike the Greeks. And with that, the 1980 Atlantic Hurricane season, the hellified version at least, begins now.